Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our international webinar. First, I would like to welcome Dr. Ganjar and Dr. Masmira. Maybe for now will be the opening that will be conducted by Dr. Masmira. For Dr. Masmira, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Satrio. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, students and our honorable informants, from your assignments, class assignments. Actually, this is the second year we are conducting this program that we are proud of, because it's part of our teaching learning process for international marketing subject, and we want to give you an experiential learning, a first-hand experience on how you conduct a consumer research, because you have to get to know your customer very well to be a successful international marketer, right? So here, as part of your final examination also, we would like to give you a chance to present your results of your consumer research, and let's see what your informants will say about what have you found. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and Mas Satrio, I will give the time for you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Masmira. Maybe we can go to the first presentation, which is for the country of Belgium. That will be presented by Yugi and Pijar. The stage is yours.
Okay, so can everybody see the screen now?
Yes, it's very clear, Yuki. You may proceed, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. We are here from Group 1. We will talk to you about the Belgium business potential. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Yugi Ainur Akti, and here are my friend Pijar Kalmaya. Pijar, please say hi. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi, Pijar. Hi, Yuki.
Okay, the next is table of content that we are going to present. There are 4 main topics. First, we will talk about Belgium in general. Second, we will talk about why we choose Belgium. And the third, we will talk about potential business in Belgium. And the last, we will talk about marketing mix. Okay, so this is our first topic, knowledge about Belgium. To start a business in foreign country, it is very important to study and know the country well, so that you can adapt well and support the success of your business. To get to know a country, at least we need to know about its geography, demography, culture, and much more. Based on our search on the internet and based on interviews we conduct with our Belgian friends, the following is the information we got. Belgium is a country in Western Europe with Brussels as its capital. Belgium has 4 seasons, which include summer, winter, spring, and autumn. The climate in the Belgian region is a maritime temperate climate. Temperatures are generally low in January, which is around 3 degrees Celsius, and temperatures are generally very high in July, which is around 18 degrees Celsius. Belgium has 11.4 million inhabitants. It is the 77th most populous country in the world. And then the official languages include Dutch, French, and German. This information is very important for designing marketing communication. One example is in making a website, so we have to use these 3 languages. The most consumed food in Belgium are waffle, chocolate, and beer. And then Belgians have low nationalism, and high individualism. This can be an opportunity for other countries that want to market their product in Belgium. Because of low nationalism, Belgian people will be open to accept products from other countries. As a member of the European Union, Belgium also adheres to the European Union trade policy, which broadly regulates international trade. Belgium was one of the first European countries to recognize Indonesia's independence. The dependency relationship between Belgium and Indonesia has been well established since 1949. Okay, the next topic is about why we choose Belgium. There are three reasons why we choose Belgium. The first reason is Belgium has very stable economy. Based on data from Statista Research Department between 27 and 2020, the average monthly income in Belgium increased year on year. In 27, the average person in Belgium has salary of 2.8 thousand euros per month. In 2020, the average person in Belgium has a salary more than 3.8 thousand euros every month. This is much higher than the average salary in the Netherlands. Besides that, Belgium gross domestic product or GDP has increased since 2010 from a GDP around 363.1 billion euros. In 2010, GDP of around 552.4 billion euros in 2022. The second reason is good relation between Belgium and Indonesia. This is an opportunity for us to market our product in Belgium. And the third reason is Belgium has low nationalism, which makes it easier for foreign product to enter Belgium.
Okay, next we talk about potential business in Belgium. So, based on the interview we conduct, currently the products that are in demand in Belgium are products that are environmentally friendly. Currently, the market for natural cosmetics and natural ingredients has grown in recent years. And based on the statistics research department, in terms of consumption of cosmetics and personal care in Europe, Belgium is included in the top 10, and to be exact, ranks mint with a consumption value in euros in 2021 reaching 2 billion euros or around 32 trillion rupiah. And in this case, Indonesia has the opportunity to enter the European market through skincare or personal care products, which Indonesia itself is well known for natural wealth potential. Indonesia has the potential as producer of natural ingredients in the food and cosmetics industries. In addition, many Indonesian cosmetics, personal care, and skincare manufacturers have implemented the use of natural ingredients in their product, which can be encouraged to enter the Belgian market. And then there are two ways to choose from: making completely new skincare products that are adapted to European standards and using natural ingredients from Indonesia. And second, or it could be by innovating and working with Indonesian producers who already have well-known brands such as Wardah, Marta Tilar, Sari Ayu, so they are willing to market their products to Belgium. Okay, now we talk about marketing mix. Okay, first it's about product. The products will over our personal care products, especially skincare, in which we have two options. First, producing them ourselves or working collaborate with Indonesian skincare companies, because we realize that special technology and expertise is needed to produce skincare with natural ingredients, and we don't have that manufacturer. And we decide to choose the second option, which collaborate with Indonesian skincare manufacturers to enter the Belgian market. Okay, second, it's about price. The price that we will use is the price of each company, and then we mark up of marketing costs and profits for us. Okay, third is about place, and based on this graph, it can be seen that the majority of Belgian people prefer offline shopping instead of online shopping. Therefore, we will sell our products by online and offline by using the distribution network of retail stores in Belgium. For how we will choose a retail store, we will conduct survey and ask Belgian consumer where they usually buy their skincare. Okay, and finally, last but not least, it's about promotion. Among a population of more than 11 million people, 65% are active users of social media. And according to the information we got, the most used social media is Facebook. And therefore, we will use Facebook a lot as promotional media. And to make it easier for consumers to find information about the products we have, we will also create accounts for other social media such as Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay, that's all from our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, maybe after the presentation, we're going to move on to the question part of the presentation. If there's any question.
Satrio, before that, maybe we can ask the panelists from Belgium. Is there anyone from Belgium that arrived in our session?
Okay, so is there anyone from Belgium that are the panelists of the first group?
Yes, that's me. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Azia from Brussels. Yesterday we had an interview for this presentation, and yeah, it's true that Belgian people like natural skincare, and I think because Indonesia has a lot of natural skincare, I think it's so it's suitable if there's an opportunity to distribute and market their products in Belgium. Yes, I can see also my friends to be using such skincares in Belgium.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Aisha, for your coming into our Zoom.
You're
It's
welcome.
important for us to understanding about the culture in Belgium. So thank you for being the informant. May I ask something?
Yes, sure.
Don't you think our skin with their skin have different condition?
Yes, I do. I think,
Also?
of course, I do. No, I can't say that word. Belgians or Europeans, they have drier skin and they're not very, no, they're not used to the sun, the heat. And we Indonesians, we have more darker skin, right? And we are more exposed to the sun. And since I live here, I am used to the skincare here. It's very toxic. It's full of chemicals, and it's not natural. And I see my friends, they have really, really dry skin by using this very toxic products. Yeah, I think it's good if they try Indonesian skincare for once. Like Asian skincare could be good for their skin. So even though it's different, but yeah, that's what I think.
So there is possibility for you to open Jasa Titip skincare from Indonesia to Belgium?
Should I? No, come on.
Why is that? Why is that it's not possible to conduct Jasa Titip skincare Indonesian?
If you want to, yeah, sure.
Maybe you
It's
can bring
possible.
some product from Indonesia, the skincare from Indonesia, and
Yeah, I think,
asking them about the possibility, and you can do the just tip then.
yes, that's possible. Yeah.
Okay, Yuki, Pijar, I already open market for you, so you can make collaboration with Asia to distribute skincare from Indonesia to Belgium then. Okay, I give the opportunity for you again, Satrio. You can continue with Q&A maybe, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Maybe after the panels, we go to the Q&A. If there's any question, you can raise your hand by using the Zoom feature. Okay, if there is no question, maybe we should go to our. Okay, maybe we should go to the handing of our certificate for the panelists. Maybe for the host, we can pin me and the panelists and also the group one, so we can take a picture.
Okay, I take a picture with certificate. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pijar and Yugi and also Asta. Maybe we should go next to the next presentation.
Applause first for them, Satrio.
Okay.
Let we give applause for all of you who presenting about Belgium possibility. Thank you.
Okay, we should go to the the group that conducts the research in Malaysia, which is Nadia and Kevin. The stage is yours.
Can anyone see the screen?
Yes,
Oh, good.
it's already there, Kevin. So please.
Okay. Thank you, Satrio, for giving us the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. We are here from Group 2, and we will present about the potential business in Malaysia. First of all, my name is Muhammad Kevin Hendaksa Putra. With here my partner Nadia. Please speak up, Nadia. Introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. This is me, Nadia Naivimuna.
Then we will continue to discuss 5 topics from the table of contents regarding our marketing strategy before we comment our business operation from Malaysia's geographic and demographic, business stat, consumer behavior, product mix, and lastly target specific market. Now, firstly, I will provide an overview of the country we have chosen, which is Malaysia. Malaysia's geographic state is a basically Southeast Asian country with a federal constitutional monarchy consisting of 13 states and 3 federal territories. It is geographically divided by the South China Sea into 2 regions, which is Peninsular Malaysia and Borneo. Kuala Lumpur serves as the national capital and largest city, while Putrajaya functions as the central government hub. Malaysia's proximity to Indonesia presents excellent opportunities for us to market our product there. Additionally, there are cultural similarities that make it easier for us to penetrate their market. This raises the question, of course, why have we chosen Malaysia as our expansion destination? There are two answers. From first perspective, which is the demographic. According to Worldometer, using the latest population data from UN, Malaysia has population around 33 million people, which is a lot. And next, its GDP per capita ranks 14 in the world with around 11,000, and the data indicates a rising trend from last year, which is from this alone it can shown as a good indicator. And lastly, Malaysia's total GDP is ranked 42nd among 169 countries worldwide, with a value of 372 billion. This demonstrates the country's strong economic potential as a market for our product. Next, from the factor of gender composition, 51% of Malaysia's population is male, while 48.9% of its population is female. And from the age composition, according to the Statista 2021, the population age of distribution in Malaysia shows that age of population is around 60 years old to 64 years old. This demographic aligns well with our target market as young adult marketers, as we share similarities and can easily understand their behavior, making it easier for us to market our product effectively. Now, another reason for choosing Malaysia is the ease of doing business in the country. According to the World Bank 2020 report, Malaysia, in terms of ease of doing business, Malaysia gained a score of 81.5, indicating favorable conditions. Additionally, Malaysia scored 83.3 for starting a business category, which is of course very easy. And lastly, in terms of ease of starting a cross-border, Malaysia scores 88.5. In conclusion, Malaysia's strong economy and favorable business environment make it an excellent potential market for our product to expand our product there. These are the primary reason why we have chosen Malaysia to launch our business. The next section will be elaborated by my partner.
So this is our research about Malaysia's consumer behavior. So Malaysia's consumer encompasses a wide range of industries, including retail, food and beverage, healthcare, and tourism. The sector is driven by a growing middle class with increasing disposable income, as well as a rising population and urbanization. Malaysia's retail industry is particularly significant, with large multinational retailers operating alongside local stores and markets. Other than that, the food and beverage industry is another crucial component of Malaysia's consumer sector, with diverse array of cuisines and dining options available to consumers. And based on our research to our Malaysia, we found that product characteristics they want were as follows: like are important need for everyday life, and especially for students who life alone, it's very important to buy food products. And the second is easy to get. So easy to getting an item is a very important thing to consider before buying something. They say that the easier the item is to buy and reach, the more they will be considered for repurchasing. This can also encourage customer of getting goods. And the third is affordable price. So affordable price is important, especially for students. And they think about Indonesia. So food, according to their opinion about Indonesian food, is Indonesia has interesting food rich in taste. As we know that Indonesia has a variety of spices and herbs, so the taste of the food is famous for its rich taste. Next. So that's on the behavior profile of Malaysian consumers. Here's the product that we will offer. So bakso aci. Bakso aci is a dish originating from Garut, then developed by further by culinary entrepreneurs. So that is spread throughout the country. And this is the bakso aci product that we're going to offer. We can next slide. Yes, instant bakso aci. Instant bakso aci, a product from micro, small, and medium enterprise called bakso aci Maknyos or Boci Maknyos. And why this product? So the reason is it has a rich taste of Indonesian spices. That's why many people from Malaysia is interested in this product. And the second is bakso aci is an Indonesian culinary that is much sought after in Malaysia. And the third is, of course, this product is easy to get, has an affordable price, and of course, it is halal certification provided. And next slide. For this product, we provide affordable price starting from 10 ringgit per pack, and we will also provide bundling prices for large scale purchase. And where can we place this product? So we can cooperate with local distributor in Malaysia for the how to entry the, so we can use export. And the promotion, we will also use social media marketing and collaborate with local influencers who engage in the food sector. Like after we research at Khairil Arvin from the Instagram there, and at Adik Foods also a link of product they are will do co-branding if necessary. Okay, next slide. So this is our specific target market from 13 until 65 years old, men and women. Malaysian has an interest in Indonesian food, has a high interest in spicy food, and also F&B entrepreneur. Okay, that's all from us. And this is our friends. After the presentation we have done, we will invite one of our friends who can attend this webinar tonight. The one is Jihan from Malaysia. Welcome to Jihan as a panelist from Malaysia. So after that, I will give it to Satrio as Master of Ceremony to lead the discussion.
Okay, thank you very much, Kevin and Nadia. Maybe we can invite our panelists from Malaysia to get their perspective or of your presentation.
Okay, hello. Thank you
Hello.
for inviting me to this forum, but I think I must apologize because I cannot open my camera as it's not working for now.
That's fine.
I think I found something interesting in what you discussed about food, where Indonesian and Malaysian food share similarities due to their geographical proximity and historical connections. However, there are some distinct differences between the two cuisines. I agree with what you guys said, that Indonesian food is rich in taste, and that's an interesting thing for us as people living in Malaysia. One thing I want to ask is, what makes bakso aci an interesting and popular food in Indonesia?
Yeah. Why you suggest bakso aci, Nadia, Kevin?
Okay. bakso aci is interesting and popular food in Indonesia. The first is because it stands out with its unique and delightful texture. It is made by combining chromate and tapioca flour, resulting in a chewy and crunchy texture that Indonesia find enjoyable to eat. And also, bakso aci offers a wide range of flavor variation. The meat mixture can various ingredients such as garlic, shallots, herbs, and spices, creating different taste profile.
Why you are not offering seblak or siomay batagor from Bandung also, from the West Java?
Because I think if bakso aci have a cultural significance in Indonesia. Particularly is a representation of Indonesian street food culture. It is often enjoyed as a shared meal with family and friends during social gatherings and festival occasions. So if seblak maybe, if we pack it in the instant, it something really difficult maybe if we want to export to Malaysia, because if seblak maybe we consume it in a wet way, not in an instant way like that. Maybe it's from my opinion.
Oh, great. I think that sounds very interesting. I hope to be able to try bakso aci in the near future. And thank you, Nadia. I think that's all from me.
Jihan, have you been in Indonesia before? Maybe you
Yes.
go to Bandung, I guess.
I went to Bali once.
Oh, you already go to Bali. But
Yeah.
maybe you can try to go to Bandung in East Java. There is so much kind of food like bakso aci, seblak, and so on.
Oh,
So maybe you can try. Is it fit with your taste or not?
okay, I will try it sometimes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, Nadia, Jihan.
Okay, thank you very much for Jihan and also the presenter. After this, we go to the Q&A session of the Malaysian presenter. If there is any question, just use the raise hand feature in the Zoom.
Kevin, Nadia, if there is an order for bakso aci, are you ready to export the bakso aci to people outside of Indonesia? Are you ready to make some export activities?
Maybe we will. We have research a little bit research about how to export, like about the letter of condition, about how to make a payment, something like that. After this, maybe if it's like this seriously, maybe we will consider it to export.
Maybe you could send one sample to Jihan first, so Jihan can be the endorser for your product and she can be the brand ambassador for bakso aci.
Okay, is there any more question? Okay, if there's no more question, thank you very much, Kevin and Nadia. We will go to the next presentation, which is going to be Bilgis and Faisal with the research that comes from the country Italy. For Bilgis and Faisal, the stage is yours. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I forgot to give the certificate for our Malaysian friends. Maybe we can go to Pin again, Nadia and Kevin, and also our friend from Malaysia, and take a picture with a certificate.
Okay, ready. Take picture with certificate.
Thank you, Jihan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone, or good day to our panelists or in a different time zone. For this session, we'll be presenting our consumer research and potential business idea for Italy. First off, here's our group member. First of all, there's me, myself, Ahmad Faisal, and my friend and group mate, Yogis. Now, we will be starting this presentation with a brief review about Italy. So, Yogis, you can go ahead.
Okay, first let me tell a little bit about Italy. Italy is a country in southern Europe, which is famous for its rich history and deep culture. This country has a long history and was once a center of world power in past. Located in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, nature and landscape in Italy are beautiful and varied, from beautiful beaches to high mountains. Italy is also known as one of the places where historical buildings are stored, such as famous Colosseum, Tower of Pisa, and Venice, which are popular tourist destination for tourists from all over the world. Apart from that, Italy is also for its delicious cuisine and culinary delights, such as pizza, pasta, and gelato. This country is considered a very pleasant country to explore because of its natural beauty and great cultural heritage. Next, Italy's demographic. First, gender composition. As of January 2023, 58.9 million people live in Italy. About 29 million individuals were females and 30 million people were females. Next, age composition. In 2021, about 12.65% of the population in Italy fell into the 0 until 14-year category, 63.67% into the 15 until 64 age group, and 23.68% were over 65 years of age. Next.
Now, we started our consumer research with first searching for what do people in Italy want? What are people buying in Italy? And we found this data, most popular online shopping categories among digital customers in Italy in 2018. And as you can see, the highest categories are trips, books and music, and clothing. Now, this data itself, we find is not enough to decide what product do we want to promote or market there. So we also did some online questionnaire with some people from and living in Italy. And based on the answers on the questionnaire, we found that first, people in Italy has a general interest in fashion. One of our panelists even pointed out that Italy is one of the leading countries in the world in terms of fashion. And then second one, preference to online shopping. We found a common answer in our panelists saying they prefer to shop online. And we also find that according to our panelists that their friends, colleagues, and people around them hold quite a strong influence over their product choices. And we also found that they use social media as a source of product information. Now, based on the data we found, and also our panelists' answers to our questionnaires, we chose to enter the fashion market. If you remember previously, that fashion and clothing are one of the highest categories that are shopped online in Italy. Now, I want to talk about a little bit about the fashion market in Italy. The revenue in the fashion market is projected to reach $20.10 billion in 2023. The revenue is expected to show an annual growth rate of 15.81%, resulting in a projected market volume of $36.16 billion by 2027, with a projected market volume of $336.80 billion in 2023. Most revenue is generated in China. In the fashion market, the number of users is expected to amount to 33.91 million users by 2027. Now, The fashion market, there's different types of categories we'll talk about, and we will be talking about. The first one is accessories, which are accessories that complement a person's outfits, like watches, jewelry, scarves, shawls, bags. The second one is apparel, which is the main clothing item that you wear on your body, like dresses, shirts, pants, skirts, and also jackets and coats. And third one is footwear, which is items you wear on your feet, like shoes, boots, sandals, sneakers, and also socks. Now, among these three categories, we choose to market an accessory item, specifically a handbag. My groupmate Douglas will be giving you a brief product description.
Next, about the product description. In our questionnaire, we also ask about what are the unique buying habit or preference that you have noticed in the country of Italy. From this question, we found the answer that the unique buying habits that were noticed by our respondent were fast fashion purchases. So we offer sling bag product like this one. The product we offer is a sling bag with a dominant batik motif. Our goal is to offer this sling bag product so that user can introduce batik which is one of Indonesian culture. With this batik pattern sling bag product, people will immediately understand that batik is not only used in the form of clothing product, but also accessories such as sling bag that are practical but still elegant. Next.
Now, this is our target market. We choose this target market based on our panelists' demography, so 18 years old, 18 plus years old, prominently women, however, anyone can buy, and Italian, since we are targeting Italian, and has an interest on other countries' culture, has an interest in fashion accessories, and has a preference for online shopping. This last one is specifically because of our distribution plan, which is by e-commerce. We will be distributing our products via online deliveries, and we will be also listing our products on e-commerce sites. Now, these are the most used marketplace websites in Italy. So these are the sites we will be using to list our products. Next up is the promotion plan.
Yes, promotion plan. As of January 2023, Italy had nearly 51 million internet users, representing more than 86% of the country total population. Social media users in Italy number around 44 million, or 74.5% of the population. The high number of social media users in Italy makes social media promotion more effective to implement.
Okay, these are the list of most used social media in Italy. So again, these are the sites we will be putting our ads in, specifically Facebook and Instagram, since they're the most used. This is an example ad for our product. Now, this is just a sample name. This is not the final name. And yeah, other than for putting ads, we will also be making social media accounts as means of communication. That since we are selling our product online, which is prone to delivery issues, our consumers can just message us through social media accounts instead of making reports in the e-commerce sites. For the pricing, the price that we came up is 5 to 7 euros per products. We came up with this price point after comparing prices in the e-commerce site listed before, and we compared it to products that are similar, and that's how we come up with this. Before we get to the Q&A and get to the panelist who is present in here right now, I would like to talk about this feedback from one of our panelists who is not present. She said she thinks that the ad we should be using in our the language that we should be using in our social media ad should be in Italian because it seems more personalized and targeted. We just wanted to address that. We did this did came to mind when we were designing our example ad. It's just that the problem is neither of us speaks Italian, and we were a bit hesitant to just use Google Translate just in case something gets mistranslated or got lost in translation. So yeah, we just avoided that risk. That is all from our presentation. For time and place, I will be returning to our Master of Ceremonies.
Okay, thank you very much for Faisal and Bilgis. Maybe we because there's no panelists, we can go to
There's one.
Okay, there's one. Okay, maybe we can invite our panelists to go up in the stage.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for inviting me here. Like, I'm so happy to know this one. Basically, like, I've been living in Italy for a long time, so I could be enough to be representative of Italy. This is like very interesting product that we can try, especially we're still young and we have a lot of motivation to start. But as we remember that Italian people, especially local people, we love made in Italy product. We really love our product. So it's quite hard to involve in the market, local market, because we are, Indonesia is a little bit underrated country, I guess. Because whenever I say, do you know where is Indonesia? They probably say that Bali or from African country. Here I want to suggest, like, I just give a little bit feedback. I really love your product. I want to see how it looks like in the reality. Sorry, there is a sound. I think with the partnership, you can start your promotion with Indonesian embassy, I guess, in Rome or Milan. Because when you start the partnership with Indonesian people here, you can expand your market. Because when you just start with internet, it's quite hard. You have to start to tell what is Indonesia and where is this country, what batik is, why we have to choose your product. It's really important because I guess young people in here don't know what is batik. And this is like good opportunity to start promoting Indonesian culture. Also about language barrier, I want to ask you one question. Is it your website provide English language or with Italian?
We plan to use Italian, and especially because of the feedback earlier.
Okay, this is important because most of them Italian people, we don't speak English well. It's really hard to speak English in here. They will just like curse you, like why you live here if you don't speak Italian. So this is like important if you put like Italian language in your product. I mean your product description. It will be like gain more customer. Okay, just it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Apta.
Thank you so much.
Apta. So if I'm not mistaken, can I summarize that the people in Italian is very high nationalism? Is that
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So they love their country, they love their product, and they love their language.
Yes, we really love our language. We don't like foreign brand, but we can give this product in Italy market.
Okay. Have you ever used a batik motif in Italy, and what are they respond about something that you're wearing?
Basically, I never wear batik in my life. I mean, I grew up in Indonesia and then I moved here and my family here. So it's quite hard to find batik. It's really expensive. It could be like 3 million rupiahs, I think. I don't know, because I paid like 100 euros here, just one batik with low quality. So it's really not worth it. But when Bilkis say that it costs like 7 euros for one bag, it's not worth it. You can make it like 20 euros for your bag.
So the lower price mean that they having perception that it must be lower quality, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I forgot to. Sorry. Yeah, I think you have to make a little bit higher because it's like made in Indonesia. It's purely original from Indonesia. People like, wow, it's from another country. We could try.
And I think they give appreciation also for handmade product, right? So they love something that handmade, that it giving the human effort on it, not just machine activities, right?
Yes, it's like Fendi because we made it by hands. Fendi could like worth it 2,000 euros because it handmade.
Okay, thank you, Apta, for your information. It's important for our presenter to optimize their thoughts about the possibility to conduct business in Italy. Thank you.
I like it, one.
Okay, maybe before Apta go, we can take a picture with the certificate for the panelists.
Okay, I will take picture with a certificate. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you also. Bye.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bilkis and Faisal. Maybe we can go to our next presentation. It will be Alessandro for the country of Australia. For Alessandro, the stage is yours.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start now. So good evening, everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the potential business idea that I have for Australia. So firstly, before we get into the details, just an introduction. My name is Alessandro Cartina, and my panelist would be Nicholas, who is a Indonesian student that has been studying in Australia for the past 4 years. So moving on to our table of contents. So we're going to talk about the demography of Australia, the geography, also the consumer behavior, and also the product idea that I have, and its target market, and lastly, the market mix. So firstly, we're going to talk a little bit about the country so we can gain a little bit more knowledge about Australia. So the demographic in Australia, so this data is taken from 2022. And Australia's population is around 25.73 million people, while its gender demographics is 12.98 million people for females and 12.75 million people for males. And as we can see here, there's a little bit more females than males in the country. And for another important aspect that will relate to my business idea or product idea later on is with the geography of Australia. So Australia is basically a big island that is located in Oceania, near New Zealand, and also not very far from Indonesia. And Australia has many beautiful nature sites, like, for example, its beaches, oceans, and also many more. This makes the beach and ocean tourism in Australia a big success. A lot of people go to Australia for example, snorkeling, diving, and a big sport in Australia is also surfing. So a lot of people go to the country to visit their beaches and ocean. So, but why did I choose Australia? So the first reason is geographic reason. So Australia being not that far from Indonesia, this is why I chose it. Also, the shipping cost, if I were to make this concept a reality, would be smaller compared to shipping to other nations. And also there are also a number of Indonesian products that are already present in Australia and is already a pretty big success in Australia. And also due to like the geography and all, a lot of Australians are also aware of some Indonesian culture. So this information is taken from my panelist, and he also asked some of his other friends if they know about the Indonesian culture. So most of them answer that they know the main ones like batik, wayang kulit, and etc. So moving on to the main topic of this presentation, which is about the fashion industry. So fashion trends in Australia. So after asking my panelists several questions through an interview, we concluded that Australians are very big on comfortable and casual wear. And these items, they include graphic tees, t-shirts, shorts, jeans, simple shirts, and also due to like a lot of beach tourism, they use a lot of beach / Hawaiian shirts. So for the consumer behavior, so most of the people in Australia now shops online. Online shopping in Australia has experienced a major increase due to the digitalization of the world. Taken from one of our sources, Australia's online shopping industry is worth now over $47 billion. And the market for these online shopping industry has grown by 8.9% in 2022. So with the rise of TikTok and Instagram, most of the people, before they buy, they have this ritual of looking at these apps when they want to decide which products to buy. So they usually look on Instagram or TikTok on their favorite influencers to see what kind of fashion styles or what kind of fashion items that they're using at the moment. And also, again, a lot of people in Australia is aware of the Indonesian fashion culture for the most part, such as batik and etc. So what is this product idea or concept that I have? So I'm calling it Batik C. So this, we can see this, the logo. So what is Batik C? So it's a batik floral shirt with like a Hawaiian and beach style, so making it more casual and informal, which is what we discussed earlier, what Australians like to wear on a daily basis. So it's gonna have a batik style with like floral designs, and the target market for our product would be anyone in the age of 15 to like around 30, or in other words, like teenagers to adults. Also people that likes to visit beaches, that likes to stay in the beach or surf, and also people that likes flower or floral designs. So lastly, we're going to talk about the marketing mix of the product. So the product itself, we already discussed, it's like a batik Hawaiian beach shirt. The price would be $11.50 excluding shipping, at $11.50 Australian dollars. This already excludes shipping. So the place where the products will be sold will be mainly in online shops like eBay, which is the main online shop in Australia, and also Amazon. And also there's one online shop in Australia called The Iconic, which is a fashion online shop that a lot of people use to buy fashion items in the country. And lastly, how are we going to promote this product? So we're going to promote this product through social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, etc. We're also going to pay advertisements in these social media apps. And also we're going to try to promote the products through Australian influencers. We have like a few names in mind. The first one is like, it's called an influencer, a fashion influencer in Australia called Jackie Alexander, who has 240K followers on her Instagram, and she's famous for her outfits and etc. And then we have Colin Gold, who actually has like a fashion page in Australia, which we can pay to have our posts or products be shared and posted by them also. And his page has around 112K. Or sorry, I think that was my internet. Let me share screen again.
There is no sound on your video.
Okay, sir, 1 second. Okay, so I will share the sound now. It should work.
I think the product is very suitable to the Australian market, especially since that going to beach and enjoying time in the nature has been a favorite recreational activity for people in Australia. And that's why looking at the style and also the material that is being used by the product, I think the product can gain a lot of traction in Australia itself, especially during the warmer months of summer and spring, and also autumn, wherein people opt to spend their recreational activities outside. In terms of the pattern and also the aesthetic value itself, it's really suitable with the style of clothing that is favored by Australian, because we do really like a more casual and laid back type of clothing, and that has been exemplified by this product, which is why in my opinion this product can have a very favorable sales performance in Australia itself.
Okay, that is all from my presentation and my panelist comments. Thank you everyone for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Alessandro. I see that there is one raised hand. Maybe it's
Yeah, it's me, Satrio. Okay, Alessandro.
Okay.
I want to ask you about
Okay.
the Badachi.
Is there any question for Alessandro presentation?
Yes, it's me, Satrio. Hello, can you hear my voice? Can you hear me out? Hello, Alessandro, Satrio, can you hear me? Hello,
Okay,
test.
if there are okay, Dr. Ganjar, do you have any question?
Can you hear me, Satrio? Alessandro, can you hear my voice?
Excuse me, I want to interrupt. Satrio said Dr. Ganjar's voice isn't heard yet from him.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Because I think there is problem with my audio because there is no response from Satrio. Okay, Alessandro, your idea about Batiksi, is it already exist or is it still only your mind?
No, sir. It's solely a concept as of right now.
Oh, that's still under development. So you have thoughts to develop batik with the motif of floral things.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. So have you already found the supplier for that?
As of right now, not yet, sir.
Okay, so I guess it's a good idea that you can develop your idea, but the important thing is you found the pengrajin that can be the supplier for your idea, that can develop your idea. So I think your informant already give a good response for it. And I think the marketing is very easy also to marketing your product in the area of Bali Beach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You may develop that for your future business then. Good luck, Alessandro.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Satrio. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you for the question and the presentation, Alessandro and Dr. Ganjar. Is there any more question? Okay, if there is no more question, we can go to our next presentation. That would be Matthew with the country, the Netherlands. For Matthew, the stage is yours.
Okay, so now I'm going to start the presentation. So thank you for Satrio, and also good evening all of the participants. So today I'm going to presenting about the marketing activities and also the product idea for the Netherlands. And so let's get started. And first, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Metis Prasensutiono for this section as a presenter, and also Chanli for the panelists from Netherlands. And for the table of content for this presentation, it starts from the demography. So in demography, I'm going to start to talking about the demographic condition of the Netherlands. And after that, I'm going to continue again with the consumer behavior, which is the trend in health food product in Netherlands. And after that, I'm going to start to giving the product idea and also the specific target market. In the specific target market, I'm going to talking about the specific behavior from the target market that I'm choosing. And for the last one is the marketing mix, which is I'm using the 4P strategy, which is the product, price, place, and last one is promotion. And now let's talk about the demography of Netherlands. So if we are talking about the Netherlands, the population is around approximately 17.5 millions. And this information is found in the 2022. And the official language of the Netherlands is Dutch. And lastly, the gross domestic product of the Netherlands is 1.01 trillion in US dollar. And as we can see from the chart about information of population by age group in percentage, The highest one in the age group is from the age of 40 until 64, and the second one is from the younger generation, which is the 20 until 39 years old. And now we are going to talk about the healthy food trends in Netherlands. And if we are talking about the trends in Netherlands, it's going to be connected with the consumer behavior. And the first one of the consumer behavior of the healthy food product in Netherlands itself is the Dutch eat more vegetable products such as fruit and vegetables. Other than that, it's unsalted nuts, and also they are less consuming the red and processed meat. And other than that, they are also drink fewer sugary drink. And the second one is non-alcoholic beverage, cereal product, dairy products, and substitutes, and fats and oil are eaten or drunk almost daily. And the third one is the proportion of vegetable protein of total protein is 43%. And in the future, it's going to be much more higher, which is the 60%. And for the last one, as from the survey by the DNFCS in 2019 until 2021, shows that the Dutch people from age 7 until 69 eat more vegetables per day. And now I'm going to show you the product idea that I'm choosing for the Netherlands market. And the one of the main idea for my product is the tempeh. So if we talk about the nutrition in tempeh, there are many ingredients that are nutrition in tempeh. For example, like vitamin B2, vitamin B12, niacin, pantothenic acid, and also the proteins. And also there's an analysis about the nutrition in tempeh shows that niacin content of 1.13 milligrams by 100 grams of tempeh eaten by weight. So this is going to be really healthy for the many people. And my product idea is keripik tempeh. So for those who didn't know keripik, so keripik itself is chips. So tempeh chips is the traditional food made by tempeh, and unlike by the other chips in general, which is mostly made by cassava or potatoes, tempeh chips are made by soybean, so they have a very distinctive taste. And now let's talk about the specific target market for this product. So for the specific target market itself is for the people aged by 7 until 69 who care about health. And if we are focusing on the age group itself, by the group age is the 7 until 69 with the survey from the DNFCS, as I mentioned before, there are many Dutch people who are eat vegetables on that age. And for the second one is this concern with health. So for the fun fact itself, the Netherlands ranked 8th healthiest country in the world. And for the last one is for the vegetarian and vegan people. So there are 2% are vegetarian people in the Netherlands, and on that 2%, there are 0.4 people who are avoid animal product altogether or vegans. And now we are going to talk about the marketing mix for this product. So this is the marketing mix. So the brand itself, I choosing tempeh, and the main ingredients of the product itself is tempeh, canola oil, salt, and etc. And this is the logo of my product. And for the price itself, for the product with size 100 grams, is 5.50 euros. And this price is include tax and all of the other things. And for the place itself, there are offline and also online. So for the offline store itself, I'm going to choosing Asian market and also supermarket. And for the second one, in the online store, I'm going to choosing the official website with tempeh. And the second one is social media using the direct message. And for the promotion itself, I'm going to using the social media and more specifically on Instagram and TikTok. And the second one is paid advertisement using the Instagram ads, TikTok ads, and etc. And for the last one is via trade exhibition. And there's also trade exhibition in the Netherlands. It's called Free From Food. And this is the trade exhibition that are focusing on the vegan product. So that's the end of my presentation, and really sorry if there's any mistaken, and thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Matthew, for your presentation. We can go to our panelists.
Yes.
Chanley, maybe you have any comments on Matthew's presentation?
Yeah, I like the idea of the tempeh chips. In the Netherlands, we are familiar with tempeh. We put it in salads, but we don't know this form of chips yet. And I think it will be popular among the adolescents because they are really into power foods and healthy foods. So I think that the healthy chips would be really good. I have some advice. Maybe the marketing, you could contact certain university students around Amsterdam or Rotterdam, because those university students are really the ones that bring like hype to a product or bring it into the Dutch culture. And when the younger people eat something, then the older people will usually follow. So I think that the tempeh chips have pretty good potential to become a popular product in the Netherlands.
Okay, thank you very much, Chanli. Maybe we can go to the question. Is there any question? Okay, if there's no more question, I think we should take picture with our panelists and
For
also
a second,
Matthew.
Satrio, may I ask to
Okay.
Chanli?
Okay, sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Chanli. So if I'm not mistaken, people in Netherlands live in healthy lifestyle, right?
Yes.
So do you always read the ingredients of the products? Do you always read that how much is the calorie, how much is the fat, something like that?
It depends per person. Some people are really dedicated to the little details, but some people are only attracted by simple words like healthy food or power food.
Okay, so that's something that you have to taking notes, Matthew. That there should be some logo. This is healthy food from Indonesia, because it's important. And for the ingredients, I think you should note that this is vegetarian. The composition is very vegetarian things. That maybe there will be information about how much is the calorie and the fat and so on and so on, because the healthy food is very important for them. Okay, thank you very much, Chanli, for being with us today. What time is it in Netherlands?
I'm still in Surabaya right now. I'm on an exchange over here.
Oh, you are in Surabaya.
Yeah.
Okay. So you already trying a tempeh snack? Did Matthew already give you the sample for tempeh snack?
I haven't eaten the tempeh snack yet. I have
Oh,
tried.
so it's your mistake, Matthew. Give him tempeh then. Okay, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Matthew.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ganjar, for the question. Maybe any more question for Matthew in his presentation? Okay, maybe we can go to take photos with our panelists and Matthew for the certificate. Okay, can we take the picture?
Okay, we will take the picture for 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chanli, and also Matthew. Maybe we can go to the next presentation, which is myself with the country of France. So good evening, everyone. My name is Ahmad Satrio. Today I will be giving my research that I take, which is the gaming industry in France. Next slide. So the purpose of this study is to find out what is the landscape of gaming industry, especially in France, and whether Indonesian could make a product that is affordable and also relate to our French people. So France is a country in Western Europe. It has 67 million people. With the capital of France, it is known for fashion, its beaches, and also the beautiful city. Next. So this is the question that I asked to my panelists. In order to know what are the games that are being played, they said that they like trendy games that are being played, like Hogwarts Legacy, Valorant, League of Legends, and etc. And then next. And also what type of games. So he said that they typically like the games that are open world based game with progression. They also like MMORPG. So open world is a virtual world which the player can approach objective freely, as opposed to a world with more linear and structured gameplay. MMORPG means massively multiplayer online role-playing games, which is a type of video games that combine the element of role-playing with the gameplay of multiplayer online gaming world. So, and then next. So, what are the esport or the gaming scene in France? So talking about online gaming is one of the reason that is huge is in France is because of its esports scene. So the esport scene in Europe is bigger than anywhere else in Europe. Esport team are based in France that composed from French people, and the international competition being held in big scale or grander scale. I think these are the reason why gaming are so popular in France and also in Europe. They have millions and millions of people that are playing the games, and the reason is next is also that they are making a lot of the games that are being played in the world right now. There are major game studios that are based in France. There's a lot of head developer that has come from France and work in other big games company. The first is Ubisoft, which is located in Paris and founded in 1986. If you play any games at all, it's probably from Ubisoft. You actually will know Ubisoft. And there's also Quantic Dreams, founded in 1997 from the Cage and Guillaume in Paris, and Arkane Studios, which are the newer game developer with a very unique style, and then also .NET, which is more recent than any other of the three, which was founded in by Herb Bonin, Axie, and Alain Damasio and Oscar Gilbert and Jean-Maxime Maurice. It is located in Paris and mainly a composer of video games veteran who has previously worked for other big companies. Next. So this is the product that has come to my mind. Previously in Indonesia is big for and also known for horror games. It's very big because there are a lot of horror stories that are in Indonesia. I think, but I think that Indonesia has a lot more to offer other than video games, other than horror game. Sorry. It's also become something that is attached to Indonesia, being a horror games producer, and I think there are also big names that been done, like Man of Medan, with that is been released by a couple of big producer. But I think I would like to introduce a new game. I think like an adventure game. And next, my idea would be an adventure game that revolves around the mystery, a treasure that was buried in ancient kingdom, Indonesia. It has what may be called Lost Legacy. It's a working title. I think with Indonesia have a lot of kingdoms in the past. I think with this story we can go anywhere and especially in France they like open world games. I think this could like give them something that they can relate to or they can play and that they like also. And then next. So the price of the games based on the research should be around 499 or 799,000 rupiah, which many of the games right now is currently priced at. In the next. And then the place itself, I think we should go with the major marketplace in games right now, which are Steam and Epic Games. These are a digital marketplace that is available to put all your games. You can put your games in this marketplace, and also maybe we could go directly to Europe or France to make a hard copy of the game itself. And next. And the promotion should be with social media. We'll get a trailer for social media in YouTube and also with Twitter and TikTok and etc. And also advertising. The trailer will be playing on TV or radio. Next. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you. But the next should be my panelist, but my panelist couldn't come right now because he actually is working and still hasn't texted me back with the comments of my presentation. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Satrio, thank you for your presentation. I think it's very interesting to become esport industry. That it's very interesting and it can be promising also, right? So it will be your future business. What do you think?
I hope so. I plan to go to like this industry after I graduate.
Okay, great. So I bet that your thesis should be in a gaming industry also, right?
Maybe.
Okay, but I think you should give more challenge in your promotion, Satrio. So it doesn't only give information, but you should give them the challenge. Give them challenge to trying to adventure in exotic Indonesia, something like that. So usually gamers love to be challenged, right? And maybe you can have a challenge the team from friends that they can doing some battle with Indonesian players. So give challenge to them. I bet that they love to be challenged, to be tempted by Indonesian players group. So the promotion should be more aggressively, not only giving information about this game. Give them invitation to following the path or following the instruction. Are they there or not? Something like that. So daring them to following the challenge. I think you should trying to do that for your promotion. So it should be, the price should be maybe more you can give them the sample first or something that free that they can join freely for the first round, and then for the second or the third round to pay for some prices. So the important thing is they should try the game that you develop. Okay, great, thank you, Satrio. So you can give the time again to the MC, to the Master of Ceremony.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so wait a minute.
It's time for yourself to be having some photo session.
Yeah, unfortunately, my cousin couldn't come right now, sir. He has to work. So I think so I'm back as Master of Ceremony. I think we can go next to the presentation of Hanan with the country of I'm sorry, not Hanan. I think it's Adila and Fauzi with the country of Singapore. Adila and Fauzi, this is.
Okay, thank you. And good evening, Mr. Ganjar and friends. On this occasion, me with my friend Adila will present about the potential business in Singapore. Next, presentation of project by, my name is Fauzi Tajuddin and my friend.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Adila Mubarak Privyandi. And this is all my buddies in Singapore for our information, but unfortunately, all my buddies except Dika couldn't attend because there was some schedule at this time. Next.
Okay, about demography in Singapore, as of June 2021, the population of Singapore stands at 5.54 million people. 4 million are residents, consisting of 3.5 million citizens. The remaining 1.45 million people live in Singapore are classed as non-residents, a group consisting mainly of foreign students and individuals on workplace. Singapore has one of the highest GDP per capita figures in the world. In 2021, Singapore nominal GDP was approximately 337 billion US dollars, with a GDP per capita of around 58,000 US dollars. Singapore economy is highly developed with key sectors including finance, manufacturing, information technology, tourism, and logistics. Next.
And this is Singapore's structure chart from 2011 to 2021, and all of them are dominated by the ages of 15 until 64 years. And then the 0 until 14 years are decreased from 2011 until 2021, but 65 and over are increased. Next.
Yeah, this about gender. The sex ratio in Singapore in 2021 is 109.82 males per 100 females. There are 3.09 million males and 2.81 million females in Singapore. The percentage of female population is 47.66% compared to 52.34% male population. Singapore has 0.28 million more males than females. Next.
Next is a geographical condition. Next. Singapore is an island city-state and country in maritime Southeast Asia, located at the end of the Malay Peninsula between Malaysia and Indonesia, as well as the Strait of Malacca and the Southeast China Sea. And then politically, Singapore is considered as a parliamentary republic with a dominant party system. Then Singapore's capital city is Singapore. Then the entire country is considered a city-state, and the city of Singapore serves as its capital. Next.
Okay, about climates in Singapore. Singapore experiences relatively consistent temperature throughout the year, with average daily temperature range from around 26 degree to 31 degree. And Singapore has a tropical rainforest climate characterized by high humidity, abundant rainfall, and consistent temperature throughout the year. The climate can be described as hot, humid, and relatively uniform. And because Singapore is a small country, so the weather is not too different. Next.
Right now, I will explain the consumer behavior in Singapore. Next. There is two consumer behavior in Singapore. The first one is they don't like to waste time, and the second one is people have a strong food culture. And Singaporeans value efficiency and dislike wasting time due to limited research a competitive environment, cultural expectation, high cost of living, and government politics promoting productivity. And Singaporeans have a strong food culture due to cultural diversity, social bonding over meals, hawker centers and street food, government support, and a willingness to embrace culinary innovation. Next.
Okay, with behavior that don't like to waste time, it can be concluded that Singapore have a fast-paced lifestyle. And the next.
Next is the marketing mix, also known as the 4Ps of marketing. It's a framework that helps business design and implement effective marketing strategies. It consists of 4 key elements that need to be considered when developing a marketing plan. These elements are product, price, place, and promotion. Next.
Okay, this is an example for our product. There are several variants, including chicken curry, beef rendang, pork chicken, and others. The next.
Next, I will explain about product. Our product description. Padang Frozen Food is a renowned brand that offers a wide range of authentic Indonesian in frozen form. Our products are inspired by the rich culinary heritage of Padang, a city in West Sumatra, Indonesia. Its dish is meticulously prepared using traditional recipes and high-quality ingredients, ensuring an unparalleled taste experience. Next.
About pricing, our products have an affordable price range from $5 Singapore until $10 Singapore, depending on the type of product. We will also provide discount for purchase of more than one and provide special discount. Next.
And we will also open an unofficial store on Amazon, Shopee, and the other e-commerce to make it easier for customers with various features provided by e-commerce. Next.
Okay, we make sales using the official website to make it easier for international buyers. And next.
We also do promotion through e-commerce, Google, also Facebook advertising. Next.
The promotion we promote through social media such as Facebook and Instagram. Next.
And next, I will explain about Singapore's tech-related stats. Next. Maybe Kevin can answer screen and share screen again. There is a picture in this slide. Yeah, I will explain about the overview of internet use. It can be seen from the slide that there are 5.81 million internet users in the Singapore area and 96.9% of the Singaporean population. It can be said that almost all Singaporeans know about the internet, and there's no doubt about selling goods through the internet and marketing them. Next.
Okay, and then in daily time spent with media, that Singaporeans spend more time on the internet, and in the second position, Singaporeans also like watching TV or streaming like Netflix, Disney Plus, and others. Next.
This is the most used social media platform. The social media that is often used by Singaporeans is WhatsApp with a percentage of 83.2%. And secondly, there is Facebook with 76.4% with so many Facebook users. We will focus on advertising and selling it on the Facebook page. Next.
On the demographic of the Meta or Facebook audience in Singapore, 25 until 34 years has ranked 1 with a percentage of 15.2% women and 15.9% men. And the second position is 25 until 45 years. And in the third position is 80 until 24 years. Next.
From the marketing mix that we explained earlier, we can determine our target market. Next.
Okay. The criteria for our target market are the first food enthusiast, individual who have a passion for exploring and experience different cuisines, including traditional and ethnic dishes. Number two, convenience seeker, basi individual who appreciate convenient meal option that require minimal preparation time. And the three, culinary experiment, individual who enjoy experiment with flavor and trying new food products. The reason are the one authentic flavor present rendang offer an authentic taste experience, capturing the rich and aromatic flavor of the traditional Indonesia and Malaysian dish. Number two, accessibility. Frozen rendang allows individuals outside of South Asia to enjoy this iconic dish, regardless of their geographical location, as it can be easily transported and stored. And number three, convenience. Prepare rendang from scratch can be time-consuming and require several ingredients. Frozen rendang provides a convenient solution, allowing consumers to enjoy this flavor dish without the extensive preparation and cooking time. The next. Okay, that concludes our presentation. We apologize for any shortcoming and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Adila and Fauzi. Maybe we should go next to our to the panelists for the country Singapore.
Thank you to the presenter for the informative presentation. I would like to provide some comments regarding the overall presentation. It was well explained and is easy to understand. Additionally, I would like to comment on the frozen Padang food products that you offer in Singapore. It's a great idea because the majority of native Singaporeans lack of types of fruit spices, just like the products you offer. Therefore, when your products enter the Singapore market, my suggestion is to consistently innovate to ensure that your products remain relevant and experience rapid growth in the market. Also, consider promoting your products through social media and or print media to raise awareness and reach a wide audience. However, overall, from beginning to end, the presented material was excellent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we could go next to the question. Is there any question for the presentation for Adila and Fauzi?
May I ask to Raihan Satrio?
Yes, sir. You can ask.
Raihan, have you ever tasted rendang before? Have you
Yes.
ever eat it
Yes.
before? Oh.
Yes, I ate rendang when I'm come back to Indonesia.
Okay, but is there any rumah makan Padang in Singapore? I think people from Padang and Madura have they have a lot expansion to build their restaurant. So is there any restaurant Padang or also maybe a restaurant for sate? Because I think there must be a lot of Indonesian food in Singapore.
Yes, here in Singapore, there are so many Indonesian food like rendang, sate, and easily nasi goreng. Yes.
So I think the presentation by Adila and Fauzi, it's not so difficult enough to marketing in Singapore, right? Because they already familiar with Indonesian food. Is that so? So actually, you don't have to come back to Indonesia when you want to taste rendang, because I think it's already in Singapore. But how about the rendang in the format of frozen food? Is it good for Singapore people to consume rendang in frozen food type? Not in resto, in the type of resto, but in the type of frozen food. What do you think? Is it okay to marketing rendang in the something in the packaging that you can use the microwave to make it ready to eat?
Yes, it's a very good idea for bringing nasi Padang, especially rendang, to frozen food, so we can eat when we want to eat.
Okay, great. Fauzi, Adila, in Airlangga business community, we have a supplier for rendang in a type of is already packaging. There is already packaging for rendang. So actually, maybe you can try to marketing those rendang in Singapore. So the important thing, how to make some collaboration with retail market, with the store to make it available to their retail market. Okay, thank you, Raihan, for your coming and for your information.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Gencar. Is there any more question? If there is no more question, I think we should go to the photo session for the panelists and the certificate.
Okay, we will take the picture from 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Raihan, Dila, and also Fauzi. We should go to our next presentation, which are the United Kingdom. That would be, the presenter would be Hanan. For Hanan, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to present my business ideas. So before we start, I'm going to introduce myself. So my name is Hanan Zain Ashidki. You can call me Hanan. And for the panelist itself is my friend called Arjit Ratha. He's a student of London School of Economics and Political Science. And then to start off with, the United Kingdom was made of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It is an island nation in the northwestern Europe. So the United Kingdom is the home capital to London, a global influential center of finance and culture. And moving on, for the demography, so the population of the UK is around 66 million people, with 51% of the population is female and the rest of 49% is male. So the UK is a very diverse multicultural society with the largest groups ethnic in the UK include white British, Indian, Pakistani, Black African, and Black Caribbean. So the country has a history of immigration resulting in a rich tapestry of ethnic background. And the age distribution in the UK is relatively balanced, with a significant proportion of the population falling into the 25 until 54 age group. And then for the consumer behavior itself, so the consumption of coffee in the UK has been steadily increasing. So coffee has become an integral part of many people's daily routine. So there is a growing demand for specialty coffee in the UK. Consumers are being more knowledgeable about different coffee origins, brewing method, and flavor profiles. Many coffee enthusiasts in the UK are interested in brewing coffee at home, so they tend to invest a home espresso machine to enjoy their preferred coffee beverages in the comfort of their homes. And then the UK consumers are increasingly conscious of the environmental and ethical aspects of their coffee choices. They normally look for fair trade, Rainforest Alliance, and organic certification to ensure that the coffee they consume aligns with their values. Last one, the convenience of online shopping has extended the coffee industry. The UK consumers increasingly buy coffee beans or pre-ground coffee online, either directly from specialty roasters or through their subscription services. And for the target market, for my ideas would be working individuals. So it's typically between the ages of 25 and 40 to 40 who often lead busy and on the go lifestyles. Secondly is university students from significant target market for coffee in the UK. And they seek affordable options for coffee. And thirdly is health conscious consumers. This market segment focuses on health and wellness and may prefer low calorie or plant-based coffee options. And lastly is the coffee enthusiast itself. So it's often referred to coffee geeks or who are passionate about the entire coffee experience. They enjoy exploring different origins, roasting profiles, and brewing methods. So for the marketing mix itself, for the product is called Forget Coffee. So we embrace the exotic allure of Indonesia with every cup, experience the passion, craftsmanship, and rich heritage of Indonesian coffee by indulging in exceptional beans. So by the flavors and the stories that our Indonesian coffee beans have to share. And the price itself for 500 grams would be around £8, or which is around 160,000 rupiah. And for the plates itself, I have decided to go on the supermarket in the UK. There are three main big ones, which is Tesco, Sainsbury's, and Asda, as well as local coffee shops around the UK. And customers could also buy and get their coffee online through Amazon and eBay, which is the most used e-commerce in the UK. And lastly is for the promotion itself. Firstly, I would use paid advertisement. So in this, I could use like TikTok ads or Instagram ads or YouTube advertisement to promote my product. And secondly, I would use like social media. In this case, I could use like influencers to promote my product, as well as like to endorse my product. And lastly, in order to get recognized in the UK, I would need to join the exhibition, which will be available on the 29th until the 1st of May, which will be held in Birmingham. So in order to promote and to get more recognized in the UK, I think by joining the exhibition would really help to boost my brand image. And I think that is it, sir. And for the panelists, since he couldn't attend in today's session, he actually has already sent me a voice note commenting about my product. So here is his comment, sir.
Coffee is a really popular drink in the UK, and a lot of people, they're looking for something new. So I think a coffee like that from Indonesia, which is really unique but still has its richness, can do very well in this market, because a lot of people, they're getting tired of the coffee that we have here. It's just the same thing over and over again. A coffee like that, which is something new, something inventive, can really, put a dent in the market here. And then also you can tell the people that this is a coffee from a tropical place. It's farmed ethically and it's got good quality as well.
And I think that is for my whole presentation. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Hanan, for your presentation. Maybe we can go to our Q&A session. Maybe if Dr. Ganjar and anyone have a question.
Yes, Satrio. Actually, I want to ask Hanan about, do you want to sell the coffee in a resto or in a sachet, in a packaging?
It's actually gonna be in like packaging because I already mentioned about the price. For every 500 grams, it would be around 8 pounds, which is around 160 rupiah.
So what kind of target that you will dealing with? Is it for the young people or adult people?
More of like adults, from people who are working and university students.
Okay, so we should discuss about the packaging, right? Because the packaging will be different for different kind of segmentation. So if it for executive, must be different for the coffee for the students of college. So you have to make understanding about that also. Is your friend from the workers area or students?
He's actually a student, sir. He's studying in London right now. Which
Okay.
is very like well known for like the coffee shops. There are many coffee shops all around London.
Okay, so I think he just like you, that maybe you like to hang out in a cafe shop, like, right?
No,
If you're in their home, did they have a like inventory for with set using that at home? You asking about shopping at home?
Most people in the UK have actually automatic brewing machines at home, so they can make whatever coffees they have that they want during the day. So it's easy and practical to use when you have like automatic coffee machine, brewing machine.
Okay. And I think you should discuss also something that like your friend that discussing in Netherlands, that their lifestyle is going to healthy lifestyle. So maybe you should give something that showing up that the coffee is good for healthy lifestyle.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Hanan.
Thank you, Dr. Ganjar. Since there are no panelists, maybe we can go to our last presentation, which is from the country of Germany. That will be presented by Kiki and Brian. For Kiki and Brian, the stage is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank you for but this is potential in Vietnam. A presentation and project by Brian Apeliano and Saskia Maria from undergraduate student at Management Studies from Erlangga University. Manda, Ferdinand, Fitri, Anna, and Joshua. Unfortunately, they couldn't university. Next slide. Here is the table content that we will discuss tonight. Next slide. First, we start from Germany's demographic. The population of Germany in January 2023, according to data reporter, was around 83.31 million. And 27% of Germany's population is female, while 49.3% of its population is male. And 77.7% of Germany population live in urban centers, while 22.3% live in rural parts. and 50% of the population in Germany is productive age population, and we took the data from the data portal. Next slide. The majority of German population is Protestant Christian and Catholic. German is multi-ethnic countries. In addition to native German, there are also ethnic groups such as Turks, Italian, and Poles. Next. Next we have consumer behavior on Germany. Germans have a high level of environmental awareness and pay attention to eco-friendly projects. That allow minimal environmental impact. So they look for projects produce and shuttle better life cycle. They are most like label and certification that indicate an environmental friendly projects such like German environmental label or Blue Angel and Fair Trade label. Next. Many consumers are looking for eco-friendly products because they are more durable and convenient. We have our German respondent that they prefer eco-friendly products. Therefore, we choose eco-friendly fashion product to sell and promote to the market. To Germany.
Okay, next we're going to talk about the target market for our products. So the criteria of the target market will be divided to three. The first one is men and women aged 16 till 24 years old. And secondly, people who have a high interest in sustainability. And thirdly, someone who is who has a passion in shoe, or we used to call it shoe enthusiast. Next. Okay, next we will going to talk about the marketing mix. The market mix consists of 4P. 4P is product, price, place, promotion. And on the next slide, we're going to talk about all four of these. Okay, next slide. Okay, so the first one is the product introduction. Next. Okay, based from the consumer behavior of the touch, we would like to introduce our very own product. Our product is called Kelana. Kelana is our eco-friendly shoe crafted with a deep commitment to sustainability and the environment. Our shoes are thoughtfully designed to minimize their ecological footprint without compromising on style, comfort, or durability. We start by carefully selecting high quality, sustainable materials. They are made from recycled plastics and organic cotton to responsibly source leather alternatives. Every component is chosen with the utmost consideration for the planet. We strive to reduce waste and conserve resources by incorporating recycled materials into our shoe construction, ensuring that every step you take leaves a positive impact. Beyond our eco-friendly quality, our shoes are designed for everyday comfort and style. Whether you're exploring the city streets or wandering into the great outdoors, our footwear offers the perfect blend of functionality and fashion-forward design. Next. So this is the product catalog for our Kelana shoe. Can go next. Okay, and for the price point, we will sell our products starting from 30 until 60 euros or 450 to 950 rupiahs per pair. And for the price, we will sell our product at that price point. Why? Because it is a fair price point for us to sell to the market in Germany. We sell our products so much below under the price of the other competitors such as Nike, Adidas, and many more. Next. And for the place itself, we're going to sell it on e-commerce such as Amazon and eBay. In the quest to reach a global customer base, we have chosen the online marketplace of Amazon and eBay. Amazon and eBay offers a fast customer base and a robust logistic network with millions of active shoppers. Our eco-friendly shoe can reach a diverse audience, including environmentally conscious consumers, not only from Germany, but also from around the globe. Besides that, Amazon and eBay's user-friendly interface make it easy for us to create and manage our product listings. Okay. Besides using e-commerce, we also develop our own website to sell our products. Dedicated website allow us to tell our brand story in a compelling way. We can highlight our sustainability materials, ethical manufacturing processes, and the positive impact our customers make by choosing Kelana shoe itself. And for the promotion, we can use social media such as Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As we know, social media platforms provide us with a global reach and the ability to connect with environmentally conscious individuals. We leverage captivating visuals, engaging storytelling, and relevant hashtags to grab attention and inspire conversation around sustainability. And besides social media, we also use word of mouth. As you guys can see, word of mouth is probably the best and the cheapest form of advertising. So by using word of mouth, we as a Kelana producer, we encourage our customer to do word of mouth to the others. Next. Okay, that's it for all. Just like Kiki say, that our panelists cannot come here with us today because they're on the middle of exam. So they already gave us comment about our presentation. Maybe Kevin can.
There is no sound on it.
Thank you for your time. I think your presentation is quite good. Regarding the products you offer, they are in accordance with the preferences of the German people. They like eco-friendly products, and of course, our students also like low price. For promotion, here we use a lot of Instagram and Twitter, so it's suitable and in accordance with your marketing strategy. And I want to ask you guys about your product. Are there any key features that differentiate it from ordinary shoes? And how did you introduce your product to the market? That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so from the voice note, we can hear that Amanda asked us about the key differentiation between our products, Kelana, and other products. So just by the name itself, eco-friendly shoe. Of course, we know that our products are different from the other regular shoe in the market. Our shoes are crafted using carefully selected sustainable materials such as recycled plastic, organic cotton, natural rubber, and responsibly sourced leather alternatives. By utilizing their eco-friendly materials, we reduce our environmental footprint and promote a more sustainable fashion industry. Kelana is also committed to minimizing its carbon footprint. Besides the name itself, we also have an innovative design. Our shoe combines style and sustainability, featuring innovative design that cater to contemporary fashion trends. We believe that eco-friendly footwear can be fashionable and versatile, allowing individuals to express their personal style while making environmentally conscious choices. Not only innovative design, we also prioritize comfort and durability, ensuring that our shoe provide a high level of comfort even during extended wear. Our focus on quality craftsmanship and materials result in long-lasting shoes that can withstand the test of time, reducing the need for frequent replacement and minimizing waste. That's it from me. Maybe Kiki.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your time. I will answer the question. So the way we introduce product media to post in social media such as Instagram and TikTok. In addition, we will also use the word of mouth, method, which can help introduce the advantage of our project. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brian and Kiki. Maybe we could go to our Q&A session. Maybe Dr. Ganchar and any maybe other participant have a question for Brian and Kiki.
From my side, I think we can learning from other presentation that Europe country love something that friendly environment, eco-friendly, healthy lifestyle. So we should give more dominant attention for that things. So there should be any logo of healthy lifestyle, of eco-friendly, green product, and so on and so on. That's something that we should put in our product about green marketing things. And for the promotion, I think you should make collaboration with some NGO that working in activity about protecting the environment for healthy lifestyle and so on and so on. So I think you should trying to make collaboration with something like Greenpeace or other organizations that work in that area. So that's my comment. So I think we already learned about that from other European country, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Priyan, Rizky.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ganjar, for your question. And after this, the presentation from Brian and Kiki marks our last presentation. Before we close this webinar, there are some closing remarks from Dr. Ganjar. Maybe the stage is for you.
Okay. First of all, I will give my big applause for all of the presenter today, for all of you guys. So thank you for all of you that already trying to make a good event in a very limited time, right? You preparing this event only for a couple of weeks, right? And you made it. So thank you. I'm proud of you. That just like something that already mentioned by Dr. Masmira, that this is the course that give you experiential based learning, that you already learn about the concept and theory of marketing management. And in this course in international marketing, we're just trying to apply the marketing management into international area. So we want to give you the experiential activity. Right now, you already know, but that we have many differences in many area of geographic. In European country, we saw that they really take attention for healthy lifestyle, about handmade products, and then about healthy products. And of course, about eco-friendly product. So the important thing to marketing of our product into their country is about following their standard. So you already learn about that. In Asian countries, just like Malaysia and Singapore, maybe we have some common activities, some common food things. So it's much more easily to go there. And many of Indonesian people already marketing Indonesian product to Asian countries, just like Malaysia and Singapore. So we already heard that there are so many food that already Indonesian food that already marketing in Malaysia and Indonesia. So it's much more easier for you to marketing other product in their country, especially the new snack like tempe or just like bakso aci. So I think you can do that. It's much more easier because they already know about Indonesian food. So we have so many kind of possible product that we can sell to other geographic area. So hopefully it can be give you inspiration about how to doing business in other country. So you are not just doing business in Indonesia, you already prepare yourself to get into other market. So this is something that we want to share to you, that this is something that we can just giving you classically by teaching methods, that you only hear the theory and concept, but by this activity, you already know by your own self that learning other country is very interesting. It's just like when we read Surat Al-Hujurah ayat 13, the verses 13, that we discussing about we should learning other culture. That God create us differently to make us understanding others, not to fight against others. So we have to understand about other culture, European country, in Asian country, African country, and so on and so on. So this course give you many experience. So you already trying to presenting in English. It will give you the skill to present, especially in English. So you already learn all of the things. The important thing is your bravery. So sometimes when you communicate with others, it's not about the grammar, it's not about the structure, but it's about your bravery to communicate with others. So thank you for all. Thank you again. Something that I will wait is submitted your presentation, your PPT in hebat.learning.buna.ac.id. So just share your presentation on Hebat. And based on our event today, maybe it much more easier for me and Dr. Masmira to give you an A score, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. So again, thank you, guys, for your good effort for our event. And I already give you the example also that a good news is a good news. For media, if we can give them a good news, they will share it to the public. So we have a good news for the campus, that we have some innovative teaching learning process, that to train people to be innovative, that the teaching learning process should be innovative also. So the campus should be innovating. So the lecturer should be should be giving some innovation also. So that's the example that we want to share to you. So if you have a good news, it's much more easier for media to share it to the public. So Kevin, maybe you can share the news that I already share from portal JTV, right, to your friend, and share it to others, share it to your friends, that we have a good things to share to the world about our quality for teaching learning process. Okay, so thank you, Kevin, to be a good leader in this event. Thank you, Satrio, to be a good master of ceremony for this event. And thank you for all of you, all of the presenters. Barakallah. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ganjar. So thank you for your closing remark. This marks the end of our webinar. Thank you very much for coming. See you all again. Bye. Thank you.
Mas Kevin, can you put the record in YouTube channel and share it the link to me?
Which YouTube channel? I mean, is it?
You can do it with your YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And share the link.
In my channel then. All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Right. Sir.
Okay. Thank you. Meet you in other course.